All right, guys, welcome. It's another day. Today, 23rd of October, 2025. Welcome, and feel at home. I don't know how you are faring on. Here, it's quite cold. Today, I woke up. I was supposed to be at school by 7, but I had to arrive by 7:20 something because it was raining all over the place. I don't have somebody to leave the kids to, and therefore, for us to walk in the rain, it really gave me different feelings here and there, but it is what it is, guys. So the case has begun in Kenya. If you have a candidate, success, and okay, just encourage them to work, okay? Life is not about tests alone. As DVY says, Mula is what matters. But anyway, according to me, money is important, but education is equally important. So both of them, because they are not scoring equally as the ones celebrated, carried around. As you can see, a lot of politicians, most of them didn't make it academically. Through one way or the other, they have made it in life. And not just politicians, even content creators and so many other people, business people, and so forth. So guys, as you see, CBC came about just to enlighten us that life is not about academic achievement alone. All right, it's important to achieve academically, but there are so many channels through which people make it in life, right? So it is what it is. If you don't know about it, forget about it. But let's move on. Now, yesterday I was watching videos when I stumbled upon one of the videos that was made by MASUBO. And I was actually trying to follow and understand what is it, yeah? What is it that he's doing? But I'm trying to understand, maybe he's trying to show what the weakness of Nyabohanse. I'm just trying to take my perspective. Maybe if you have a different perspective, welcome, and let's do the banker. But from my perspective, MASUBO is trying to warn maybe, or rather advise or educate the fellow men in Nyabohanse to respect their women even when they have money. Small money, and they begin despising their wives. Yeah? See what Mapopo did the other day. Look at MAYUGUNO. Look at Gitriba. Look at, I don't know, so many of them. The list is so long, I can't even finish. Okay? I think the elders in Nyabohanse require to really work. I don't know. Do we have elders in Nyabohanse? In that meeting that was conducted at Mogesis, what I saw is some elders were there, but they were being controlled fully by Masheteman. Masheteman was not even listening to them. All he was doing is to actually backlash them, make them feel like they don't even deserve to speak, make them feel like he has brought the light and they are full of darkness, you know. So I don't know whether elders will help or us, the online in-laws, should help. Anyway, it is what it is. So guys, when I was looking at MASUBO's video, I started with the comment section because I wanted to know, what do people think about what MASUBO is doing? And of course, one of the people said, Mama Grace, you are doing a wonderful job helping this single mother, but please, if you truly want to change her life, help her get her own plot of paying rent. By the way, I also would wish that not MASUBO, the former MAYUGUNO's wife, should actually have a plot and a house she shouldn't keep paying rent, because if you keep paying rent, you are not helping yourself. That house will never be yours. And if anything happens, God forbid, to Mama Grace, then what will happen to this lady? Also, don't know, is this lady also doing some business, because they are paying her rent and have relieved her of the burden of survival? What is she doing about her life? I would actually wish to know that how is she surviving, because of course she may be helped, but is that the only thing she has to do? I wish she would be running a business that will make her survive in Nyabohanse, or whether it's at the borders, it's Bania borders, so that she doesn't just rely on help from Mama Grace, because people are not permanent. And again, resources are not permanent. What if they don't have it tomorrow? All right. So MN5 Up said something about that, and I thought that was very important, because most of these comments actually are more important even than what is being presented. All right. That is why I always say drop a comment on the comment section in my videos. It will help somebody else. Maybe there are people who come and they start with comments before they go to watch my videos. You know. Someone said a permanent home and a small shop will give her peace, security, and future for her and her children. Or, yeah, basically that is what I think she deserves. Because if she's just there, hey, there's a cat making a lot of noise around here. I don't know. Whatever his or her problem is, it may be mating season again. All right. Another one said, wow, Mayugno has a beautiful wife and daughter. Hey, Mayuguno no longer considers her the wife. Why are you people saying beautiful wife? This is not the wife. They already parted ways, so he's not the wife to Mayuguno anymore. Mayuguno love his little girl, and one time with her, the mother will not let him have her. I think to go online and call Mayuguno out like this and tell the world about their marriage is a Vacation of character, really. And it's very wrong. And Susan White, you are a woman. Mayuguno doesn't love her children. Anybody who loves the children, if you've heard even from our politicians what they say, if you love the mother of the child, if you love the child, love the mother. But if you don't love the mother of the child, you cannot lie that you love the child. I don't think Susan White, even if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a man friend, would you stand a man just looking down upon you and only using your child to make donations? I don't think so. This is quite wrong, Susan White. Susan G. 118 said, think Ngutu sympathetic with them, for he was living there and he loved his wife and baby being poor. He reacted helping them and understand that's why he is hated. Of course, Mayugno really hated Ngutu because Ngutu came in. Though Ngutu also revealed a lot of dark secrets of Mayugno. This aspect of going around, running around, wasting money with the women, and also the fact that he was lying to the wife and then dumped her. All right? And if people are sympathizing with Mayugno, why is it that Mayugno has never come out to speak about this matter? Whenever the wife speaks about it, he never has time to talk about this. So guys, I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, Media Yote said the support she has been getting is through Mayugno. What sort of help did she want? Live like a queen? Hey, Nyabo Hanse. Thomas Ngumi said, the law is clear, please take her to Children Department as sub-county headquarters. Mayugno will be summoned, then direction will be given on meeting his obligation. By the way, that is something I've not been understanding among these women in Nyabohanse. All they do is to keep saying they are desperate, they don't know how to deal with kids, but they don't go to the law to seek the necessary assistance through the right channels. I don't know. I just don't know. But maybe it's a way of life they've realized donors do easily than going to the law. They don't want to go to the, to the court and talk and present, but they can do a court. Online courts are so many in Nyabohanse. You can go to Max 1, you can go to, I don't know, MASUBO 1, you can go to Ernesto, you can go to so many courts, even Murimi. He's still loitering in the streets. He doesn't want to go to court, but he will afford to have the court online. Anyway, it is what it is. So what if one person takes them on a case of defamation? What will they do? Because if they really have a case to hold, they should take it to Children's Department, or some of them to the we call it the civil courts, and then deal with the matters. Yeah. Another one said, I watched Mayuguna from the beginning. Maro went to his home. She hid inside. All started when Mayuguno gets the first pay. If anyone wants to know the truth, go back to Mayuguno beginning. Mayuguna is enjoying life in Nairobi, but she has a beautiful daughter. Who has a beautiful daughter, Mayuguna or the wife? Na here let Tomia, Mayuguna chokora atakupiga. Mama Precious ni murembo. He's not told her part of the story. She remarried. And when Mayuguna's life improved, she started calling him. Okay. Another one is like, there are a lot of drama with these Nyabo Hanse YouTubers. Another one says Mayuguno should be supporting the child. Anyway, all in all, even if the wife remarried, they separated, or whatever it is, what is important is the child now. How is the child being helped? And will Mayuguno really listen? That's what I don't know. Of course, for those who are saying that the woman will not let Mayuguno see the child, why can't Mayuguno, if Mayuguno is so loves the child so much and is interested in the child, Mayuguno would actually go to court also, and the wife is summoned, and then from there they are told, all of you should access the child by this month or this date. Every now the father should access the child, but he doesn't seem to be interested. That is why you actually see that the YouTuber, the online in-laws are defending, but for him, he doesn't care. Anyway, let's listen to some parts of interview right here and just make a judgment or analysis from here.
So imagine that Mayuguna bought that land in a secret that even his wife didn't know. Didn't know for sure. Sawa. Alafu nini kaendelea?
Alivyonunua kiwanja akajenga ile nyumba ndogo, ile nyumba ya kwanza
ile alisema ni store.
Ile ni ile store akajenga. Alivyojenga sasa mimi kawaga simuulizi, maana alishasema mimi sifuatilie maisha yake. Nakumbuka hata siku ya happy birthday ya Precious aliendaga kufanya hapo hivi pale kwenye kiwanja chake. Mimi sijui alishajenga, sijui alikuwa bado. Aliendaga kufanya pale na mtoto. Nakumbuka hiyo siku alikujaga na mimi kaka hata nimemsahau.
So guys, when I look at this, I just don't understand whether they are YouTube courts or whatever this woman is looking for. And what MASUBO is looking for, I don't know. You know, for MASUBO says that after all, he can call and interview with anybody. I don't know whether he can call Mayuguno in his interview, because I believe Mayuguno may not turn up at all. All right? Because MASUBO has been one of the reactors that has been talking about Concrat's mom, Marwa, and all that. So automatically, Mayuguno would not be a friend to him. But of late, MASUBO has begun interviewing women without their husbands or without their former husbands. And he only takes one part of the listener and leaves the other. I don't know. For that, you can drop a comment if you think that is the best approach, actually. Because as an interviewer, I think he should either try to call both, just like Obina does in his studio, or call one by one, then get the two sides of the story as we listen as the YouTubers, maybe online in-laws. But now when he calls one side and the other one is not called, I am not so sure with what he's doing, actually. Anyway, so he came out in the video to show how Mayuguno has neglected the child and the wife. And of course, currently he's not the wife anymore. And all that he has done all this time, in a manner that the kid is suffering. And the fact that she testifies that it's Mama Grace and there's another mama who are helping her. But then I'm just asking myself, when you are being helped, you know, most of us do things by our own. We are not helped, but we are surviving. Now, this lady is receiving assistance, but she's still wailing. That is something I don't understand, because if donations are coming every month, like the budget is done, the rent is done, you should try to improve your life. Like you can take some little money, start a business, even take some training. Of course, I understand she's a beautician. She does hair. She plaits hair and does beauty for people. So I don't understand why she still looks as if there is desperation. But at the same time, I don't defend MAYUGUNO here. MAYUGUNO should take responsibility of the kid and actually maybe, I don't know, sometimes people don't want to help because they think the wife is the one who will be gaining. But that's not the way to go. The child will still be there. At no point will MAYUGUNO reject that child as the father. Even if he's a deadbeat father, the child will still say, my father is so and so. You understand? Okay? So this means that he has to be in her life, like through education, you know, basic needs and all that. But I don't know. Whenever there is separation, you find that sometimes people don't want to take responsibility, especially men. I've experienced this through my sister, one of my sisters who had a challenge in a marriage. Once there is separation, the husband or the man does not want to ever take care of the child. And this is one of the biggest mistakes men do, because if a child has never been taken care of by you, how will you ever claim to be actually in the life, or rather want even that child to do anything for you? You don't have a voice in the child, in the life of that child. I want you to take an example of Kohera Senior. The reason why Kohera Senior has not seen Marwa anywhere close to him is when the wife walked away with the child, he never followed up to know how the child is living. At least maybe when the mother was going to college and all that, we should have seen Kohera Senior in his life, maybe trying to amend things and provide some necessities, because he was a teacher after all. He would have continued to provide for him, even buying uniforms, buying shoes, and whatever are necessary, so that this child does not consider him a deadbeat father who only is turning up when he's grown up and successful. But it happened so. All right? Anyway, let's continue to listen.
Sio Nasto. Nasto yeye yupo kwa mbele. Kuna hii nyumba huku hivi. Gitiriba. Oh. Siku hiyo Gitiriba alikujaga hapo na marafiki zake wengine hao hivi akina Nasto. Kipindi hicho alikuwaga na urafiki Masto na Maja sana. Nasto na Maja. Yaani walikuwaga waachani, Nasto, Maja na Mayugu. Sasa wakaja wakamvalisha mtoto, akanunua kuku nini, nikaona tu kuku zinasombwa hapo, akaniambia nimvalishe Precious. Wakaenda wakamfanyia Precious happy birthday huko Nyabwanse, akaniacha mimi ndani. Sasa nikaa namuuliza, mbona unaenda na mtoto, mimi mama mtoto unaniacha? Akaniambia niachane naye, mambo yake hayanihusu. Sasa mimi nikabaki mle ndani nalia, nasema huyu kwa nini ananifanyia hivi? Mbona ananificha kati mimi mama mtoto nipo akifanya vitu? Sawa, mama Grace walinisaidia na bado wananisaidia. Sasa sijajua kama wataendelea kunisaidia au ndo wameniacha. Mimi kitu nilichokuwa nasema, amtunze mtoto wake, anisaidie kutunza mtoto, kwa sababu mimi kweli kwa sasa, maana walivyonitumiaga chakula imeshapita kama miezi 4 hivi hawajanitumia chakula, hapo nipo tu, sina biashara yoyote.
My goodness. I've seen a lot of women who are single women, actually, and they don't know anything to do with YouTube or donations. What these women do is, whatever small thing they get, they may start with even house managing tasks. And many people require house managers because currently a lot of women go to work. They are teachers, they are nurses, they are doctors, they are police officers, they are lawyers, they are whatever it is. So currently, a lot of women, because they are working, they require house managers, because when they leave home and they go to work, someone has to remain at home, take care of the kids or preparation of meals or whatever. I don't understand why this lady cannot go seek such a job, to survive with, so that she doesn't come here to complain and say that she was actually supported. She got food, but 3 months she has not received any. I'm like, you people, you believe that when you are being helped, then you have to just sit. You just sit and wait for people to continue helping. That is a very bad culture, because I believe when I'm helping, even in our African culture, if I'm weeding a piece of land and people come to help, I should keep working hard so that they can help me more and more. But then if someone comes to help me, then I become lazy and let them just finish the thing. That is not fair enough. Okay? So I'm looking at this and I'm just thinking, these people are very ungrateful. People keep saying, David Jr. keeps posting videos of ungrateful one. This one should be called ungrateful one at the moment, because if people have been sending you food that is enough to sustain you even 2 months, that means you don't just sit and wait. Use your knowledge, your skills, or even normal unskilled labor like house managing. Go somewhere, look for a job. Work there for 5 months. Save some money and begin a business. How do you come about talking about the donations? I don't know whether they'll come. This really, at some point, people will qualify that indeed you are not worth being Mayuguno's wife because you are not working. You're just sitting and waiting, you know? When you are still living, you have to work. You cannot just sit and wait for things to be brought to your table and you just eat and relax, you know? So I'm blaming both of them, both Mayugno and the wife, because Mama Precious should actually understand that she's now a single lady. She has also to contribute towards her daughter's upkeeping, you know? And even though Mayugno should take part in this, there is only a percentage that he will be allotted. And remember, the kind of job Mayugno does is YouTube and masonry. And he doesn't have a sustainable, can they really calculate and know what he earns monthly that is sustainable? I don't know. Maybe I may check on that to see whether YouTubing money can be considered a continuous salary that they can take at children's home to have a certain amount allotted towards the child. And so when she comes here on YouTube and begins to speak, I don't know whether she's addressing us as the subscribers, us who are watching as the audience, or is she really addressing the people who can help? Unless MASUBO now advises her to go to the children's home department and they call or summon Mayugno and he does what is necessary. I don't see how it makes sense to come on the streets to just talk and talk and talk and blame and recall the past moments. They always say when water is poured, or even milk, you cannot regain it. So that marriage deed was done away with. Mayugno is busy looking for a woman, possibly a Mzungu, as the culture is now currently at Nyabohanse. So he will not go back on her and pick her again. It's already spilled. They say spilled milk cannot be regained. All right? So let's just check on something here.
Yeah, you know, I'm asking her in detail so that we can know everything. Mama Grace and Mama Radeka, they have sent her money. Since 4 months, they have never reached to her again. Now, she's trying to say that Mayuguna have to support his kid, you know, because, you know, in 4 months, buying food, buying clothes, you know. So maybe if it was not enough money, she's struggling for sure. And a single mom, maybe she don't have a business. Hauna biashara.
Biashara, kiukweli niseme tu kweli, mama Grace alinitumia pesa. Ndio. Nikafungua kibanda. Hapo ndani ninapokaa. Ndio. Ila kwa bahati mbaya, maana nilifungua kibanda nauza mafuta, sukari, yani kibanda tu kidogo, ila niliibiwa. Walivamia wakaniibia, maana nilikuwa silali huko kibanda, nilikuwa nalala huko ndani. Wakaenda wakanivamia, wakaniibia kila kitu. Bandani. Kwa sasa hivi nimebaki tu, sina biashara yoyote, nipo tu.
Alikuacha akaenda?
Akaenda. Mama yake alikuwepo na mdogo wake. Sasa mimi nikalala kukakucha hivyo tu. Mama yake akakaa pale kama wiki hivi akarudi zake. Sasa mimi nikabaki. nikasa naishi tu hivyo. Alimpeleka mtoto tuition na kaa nasoma tuition. Sasa mimi nilivokaaga hapo nikaona huyu mtu yani ana upendo kwa kweli, alifurahi tu kumuona mtoto wake, ila mimi alikuwa gani taki.
What she is saying that MAYUGUNO for sure, how he behaved, it seems that he don't love her. He only love the kid. Yeah, that is what she has experienced. Sasa unasemaje? Na Precious, njoo. Ulikuwa unatoka.
So MASUBO had even to bring the child in place. And what I know, automatically MASUBO knows that when he does an interview with this lady on his channel, maybe donors will be coming on his channel, and somehow the donations will be coming. And maybe he, as the main custodian of the channel, he will automatically also have to benefit. So that is Nyabohanse Telenova for you, if you don't know the tingle. If you don't know the tingle, that is the tingle. I've just made you an aware about what's happening. But it is what it is, guys. Maybe we should go to the next aspect of the in-laws. If you don't know the tingle, that the in-laws. The in-laws in Poland. Remember, we had to go and see the in-laws, okay? And then I was expecting to see their faces, because she said when she was leaving Krakow that the mother-in-law and father-in-law have no problem of showing their face online. I'm like, so I can have, okay, oh, it's not even having a problem. She repeated and said that the boyfriend doesn't have a problem of showing his face, but she is the one who is actually now placing him as a bait. People want the face revelation. Please push the views to 500, not the views but subscribers to 500,000. Then the facial revelation will be done. I'm like, so what is the gain? Just sing. Curiosity kills the cat, guys. So relax, relax. The face will just show with time. We don't have to struggle for the face. Leave the face alone. After all, just understand that there is a petero in Poland that is now currently in the life of DVY. How long he will be there, we don't know. I saw some other people commenting and they were like, wow, your boyfriend is very communicative. Pray. Another one is like, dear darling. But they are not your in-laws unless you are married to their son. He is your boyfriend's parents. I'm like, relax. You want her to say my boyfriend's parents, she will automatically say in-laws, because she feels now finally the interracial marriage is working. Didn't you see her video? She said interracial couple staying in Krakow. So they are a couple, guys. They are a couple. So why are you declining her from calling them in-laws? That is what we do in Kenya or in Africa or in Nyabohanse. Can't you see Rosho is very comfortable now? She has declared herself the queen of Nyabohanse. She declared it the other day. She said now she knows she owns the villa because Maro made her to realize what God had planned. She would have still made it anyway, even without Maro. But what she is currently doing is owning up what she should have owned long ago, right? So relax. The other comment I saw is that this was such a lovely live. I enjoyed watching. You are glowing, sis. Hey, Misha, bro. Another one says, peace and blessing, D. Good to know you are an excellent new family member. Welcome. Peace and blessing from USA. Another one is that we already saw his face. He is very handsome and caring. That is Lois Close. So Lois Close is actually dismissing the fact of, wait until I reveal, and you must have made me reach 500,000 subscribers. Another one is saying, I love D, keep pushing. Then the other one said, you look beautiful, glowing and much happier, D. Enjoy your stay in Poland. My cousin is from Africa, Angola, and is married to an amazing Polish man. They have 2 kids and have been married for 15 happy and blessed years. They are both Christian Pentecostals. His family is wonderful and loving. I pray that you are blessed with loving in-laws. God bless. All right? So you can see, of course, her subscribers automatically will obviously see that we have now finally placed her in Poland. Now let's just look at the video as she starts. You know, I was expecting her face here because she told us they have no problem, we'll see them. But only to see her kissing a dog, I was like, hey, must you do this? Somebody had predicted, I don't know, was it OT? On Trending. On Trending actually did a video and said that now when she arrives in Poland, the in-laws will see her even kissing the dog or even making the dog, holding the dog. When in her village, she keeps wailing at Mat, saying, Mat, you are jumping on me. You. In fact, there is this dog, the mother's dog, that she keeps really saying, you're not friends. She even did a lot of content about that dog. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's see them. The deemwango at the mother-in-law with a new headscarf and a, a piece of cloth given to her as a gift. Anyway, it is what it is.
Everything. Judy Moyo, I see you. Thank you so much. Beauty. I believe so. Like we're so much in sync. I mean, we are so compatible together in so many things, and it feels so good. Like I'm truly happy. You know, truly happy. So much. From the title, you will think otherwise. You know, sis don't care. Personally, I don't give an F about it because it's just life at the end of the day. I just do me as long as I'm happy, I'm contented. That's all that really matters, you know. So we'll think about it, okay? But at least...
Guys, I just wanted to ask, whoever goes to the in-laws and sits in a live stream doing a video and talking about, I don't take an F about what people care. What about if your mother-in-law cares or your father-in-law? I don't believe this is actually the mother-in-law's place, but I will be convinced maybe another day or otherwise. But I'm just trying to see whether what JT also said. JT said somehow, she will be getting to a home, maybe a hired home, or I don't know. And she will be there doing a content and saying, yeah, finally the in-laws are here. They have received me so well. Look at the presents. Yet maybe the presents are just having been gifted herself. It is what it is, guys. If you know the tingo, you know what the modern women do these days, and even modern men, some of them, they may hire you. You hire me, I go show up during Christmas as their wife or the fiancé, and then I'm paid my gig and go away, right?
You give me them. Right now we are 400. Yeah, 500 is not so much to ask for, actually. Yeah, 500 is not a lot to ask. Less 40,000 only. So pretty soon we are doing face reveal. We get to 500,000. We are 465, I think. $500,000 is, before December. But the rest of the family, yes, you're gonna meet them. Like tomorrow, you're gonna see.
Okay, so today, Deemwango, we are going to see you and your mother-in-law and father-in-law. Let's wait and see. No problem. We are not in a hurry. How do you actually barter trade? You are barter trading subscribers with face revelation. I'm like, what gain does it really give? Do I have a direct benefit from this? I don't think so. So let me be.
No. Until today, communication is just top notch. We talk every single day. Of course, sometimes we argue, sometimes I'm overreacting. It's just life. It's just reality of life. And every couple or relationship has such days.
Really?
It's not like
you know about it?
just smiling and all that. No. Some days are a little bit hard, but still we have to talk. You know? That's life. Because just like any other couple, we're not any different or anything. So when it comes to communication, it's very key.
No.
I I don't agree.
No, Dimango, you said that you are unique and you are not just like anybody else. How comes now when it comes to relationship you are saying like any other couple? We are not different. We're just like any other couple. And I don't think there is any comparison you can do to relate your relationship with another person's relationship. It can never be the same. Some relationships are smoother. Some are smoothest with very few arguments, limited, when there are others which even at the start they have so much arguments. So there's no way you can compare and say just like any other couple, this one also is like what? No, 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 sister. No.
It's true. Should I say it the way it is? Like, you know, like what age do you think it starts hitting the wall? You haven't found somebody and now it's very difficult for you. You don't get any attention and all that. 30? My boyfriend is so funny. My boyfriend says when you hit 30, is it 30 or 40? 30, yeah? Yeah? Maro calls it danger zone.
Before, a little before that.
A little bit before danger zone? Maro normally makes fun of this. Not fun, but it's true. I have a brother who tells me the reality, you know? Okay. It's not even that cold actually as I thought. Yeah?
Till the morning.
Yeah? But I will wear them for sure. Thank you. D, your man is loving. Get married soon. God will finish the rest in Jesus' name. Amen. But I trust in the process, you know? Show him the way forward, D. Me, I don't want to show my man the way forward. I want him to show me the way forward. You know, like, to me, it feels so bad. You know, it feels so bad for a woman to be in the masculine energy. Like, it's me showing the way. No, me, I want to.
Are you so sure you are not showing the way? When somewhere in the previous video you are telling him, call me what you normally call me. He says, I normally call you Murembo. Yes, say it fully. Murembo wangu milale. That is taking the lead, D, if you don't know. These things about even you struggling with the passport and all that while he's just sitting and relaxing, that is taking the lead. Also being on the videos, showing your face as he hides, that is taking the lead. Be aware of that if you're not. Unless you don't know what it means taking the lead. Anyway, let's proceed.
I have my way, but I wanna see or I wanna experience how it feels to be like shown the way. You know, people have different, you know, opinions about that, but that's my way. Years ago. That's my way, but people have different opinions. D, you are so real. What makes this journey interesting? Yes, I'm so real. My name is Mishka. So guys, it's no more much. Now we have Mishka. Isaac is a little bit wild. Mishka. Come here, Mishka. Tries to sleep. Okay, let me turn up the visitor. Mishka, do mnie, Mishka. Come. I wanna bring a very special visitor to you guys. Wait a minute. Come here, Mishka.
I just heard that about bringing a special visitor, and I knew automatically that is a dog. No doubt. Dog lovers, please forgive me. But for me, this is not my thing.
Guys. Now I miss my baby mat, and then I have another one. Mishka is such a sweet dog. Oh my God.
A sweet dog that you just met some hours ago. You people, what would I not call sweet here then? Everything here will be sweet. I have a sweet mother-in-law, sweet father-in-law, sweet everything, sweet tea. I'm taking sweet tea. I'm sitting on sweet chairs. I'm breathing sweet air and everything, right? So you find this dog, I don't know which breed is this even. The color itself again, Hey, me with the dogs. Dogs for security, not pets. So, Dimango actually comes here, sits and begins to kiss the dog. I'm like, hey, my friend, do you even know whether that dog is vaccinated or not? You have always been shouting at Mat. Do you even know where he is currently? He was roaming in the village and your brother was shouting, calling upon him to come back. And here you are busy kissing a dog in Poland. If that will make you be the best daughter-in-law, maybe that is the target, I don't know. But I wouldn't actually kiss a dog for pounds.
My boyfriend and I, we both love dogs. So this is Mishka.
Okay.
Mishka. Say hello, Mishka. Look at how relaxed she is. And I'm totally new, but I'm able to carry. Look at that. Mishka. Mishi, Mishi. Mishi, Mishi. Mishi, Mishi. Mishi, Mishi. Hit that like button, okay? Let's get 800 likes, okay? Let's. Of course, yes. I know that's kind of sweet. They are nice. Yeah, they're really nice. Do not tell them his name. I haven't said his name either. I will when we get 500,000. When we do the reveal, you'll get
We know
to know
the name
him.
is Petero.
We'll share much more. Okay, but still, first we do 500,000. Don't tell D. Do a reveal at 500K. Yes, guys, we can be patient. You know. It's a blessing from God. Okay, me, I love kids so much. Hit that like button. Thank you, Johnny. Be good. I had really missed you being here as a moderator. Thank you for taking it. Replaced. Subsidized by Mishka. It's incredible how dogs just love me. You know, imagine how calm she is.
So dogs love you. That statement is very pregnant. Dogs love D. Hey, my goodness. I don't want to reveal what I'm thinking, but what do you think? Drop a comment in the comment section if you think what I'm thinking. Dogs love DVY. And I was just imagining recently when somebody decided to come up with the older aspect of Nigeria, Jamaica, Philippine boyfriend. I'm like, hey, dogs love you. All right, let's go. Yeah, so away from that, guys, there is something else that I saw right here. I don't know why the internet looks like it's freezing at some point. Let's just check on DVY JNr before we come tomorrow, or maybe even tomorrow we may talk about it in the evening instead of now. Yeah, so of course DVY JNr yesterday came up with this video about having paid some money for the dancing grandma's granddaughter. And then she came out and said she had been sent away because now the entire fees is paid. She said she had been sent away for products as well as a phone. Scammers all over the places, women and men in Yabohanse, guys.
Something very awkward. I think they should have etiquette, you know, raising their voice, and in terms they say they are in the institutions to, you know, nurture kids. That is a no. Like for me, I'll never, you know, I'll never bring anyone in this institution because those ones, they are really wrong ones. For real. Yeah. 20.
So actually, the Virginia went to this institution where the lady had been registered, and the lady there was so mad at him because he was recording them without consent. Of course, all of you know that according to the law, you cannot record somebody and post without their consent. You need to tell them I'm recording so that they are comfortable whether they want to be posted or not. Remember, whatever David Jr. was actually trying to give, the impression he was giving about the institution was the fact that they are negative, you know, like the demands they give on students, the fact that they can send away a child for a phone and such things. Now, David Jr. has already posted a video. And now this lady came about saying, do you know it's wrong to actually post something about me without engaging me? Now that was so disappointing for David Jr. because he normally goes around busing people and recording, shambuking them left, right without caring whether they want or not. So when he comes out, he said that they were raising voices on kids, so he will never consider taking anybody right there. And I was like, really? I looked at that institution, and if I'll be showing you in the video, you'll see that it's quite structured with a lot of resources. And if only raising voices is the problem, as long as the children, or rather the people who go there, have skills, does it really matter? You know, when somebody gives you skills, even if they'll do whatever they'll do, you will go away and use the skills wherever you want. Anyway, let's just check on something here.
People are supporting the right things on the ground, they aren't okay. So she doesn't know even the money that I paid, but last time I would get out.
You know, let me tell you, bro, me come on, we can just go out there and to use the students.
Okay, what should do? Advise her.
Yeah, I'm sort of on her behalf.
It was done on camera yesterday. Do I know how?
After I didn't mention your name.
She mentioned the name of, she just mentioned the institution. She was sent from
trainers,
from school because of the fund, and they will just arrive here. It's
to students from different backgrounds.
Tell your campus, so
you know, I cannot say niliwaambia hata students naambia mikono hailingani. Mimi college nilienda, we used to pay like moja na wenyewe wanalipa sijui 30 what. Pesa ngapi? Inataka 40,000. A whole year. Sio? A whole year. Sisi tulikuwa tunalipa monthly. We are begging Korean ladies tafadhali. I bet she's a Korean.
Yeah, she is.
I'm begging Korean ladies, me my class ni wa Korea. Ama nadanganya bro. Ni unawabembelezanga hata nyinyi mkiwa huko mara ngapi someni. Huku nje hatuheshimiki. Someni.
So guys, when you look at that classroom, it actually has a lot of resources that I wouldn't think just a small misunderstanding would make you swear that you'll never take somebody to this institution. Really?
I keep telling you people, after the day even sent them an audio, begging them sorry. After the quarter audio, when was that on Sunday? She begged you guys Musoni. Nitakufunza, but me I prefer nikutumie nini notes. Kama una akili. Alisema hana simu ya. Hauna simu ya nini? Hauna smartphone. I think waliongea na madam na yule nafunza naye. But hiyo mimi sikufuatilia story yao because mimi I don't know. Ni unajua kuna vitu vingine hazipo. Unaelewa? But hawa sasa ndio kuuliza wako na notes.
I can see them.
Yes. So you
The 1 week I don't know for
sasa mimi ndo nashangaa. What was I marking jana? Asa inamaanisha hawa
nikawambia I am the trainer. I did not want to lie. Because mimi I don't want vitu zingine zitoke, ziende zianze kucreate vitu zenye hakuna tukiane limit. Umukuli ore na mimi umukuli ande. Ama usianze na tena kwa yangu. Umukuli ore na umukuli ande. Huyu na monanga tule provide sometimes. But now you see you would have created an enmity between me and him, and I don't know him very well.
And you are very disappointed. Yes. This kind of an institution, people they don't write on the...
Hiyo ni kitu ya kuharibia institution jina. Haya sitetei Mabera kama Mabera, kila mtu ana mapungufu yake. Unaelewa? Lakini the next time when we go to say something, level 3, ma'am, nanga, niko na watu wa level 3 hapa lakini wamesoma vitu za level 5. Unaelewa? Because I would want all of you to get something. Level 3 ni ile nakuja na wewe tamu moja, unaenda, unarudi unamalizia tamu ya pili, sio? Unaenda kabisa. I am supposed to have only for 6 months. I think it's 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months.
You're behind. Unaelewa? Right now kuna mtu maybe akona grant na mimi atatoka comment vibaya.
Honestly, they'll go crazy.
They'll go crazy about that.
Yeah, because when they...
Something that you spoke.
When they were talking here and David JNr is saying they'll go crazy, I was like, are you serious? When you are making this video, you knew that people would go crazy about it, and you still did it. Anyway, I don't blame you. After all, you people say that it's not even necessary to have education. What matters is money. And sometimes when people just have money and not education, they don't even think twice before doing something. Anyway, so David JNr is here blaming this lady squarely for actually cheating about the phone. I'm like, how many people have you bought phones for? Very expensive phones in Nyabohanse. And you've not done, like, if I may say, they have not done much to require it. And I don't say that it's rightful that she was to lie so that she gets a phone, but I wonder, because if it was among the requirements that were listed in that list when coming to college, why not? Yeah, remember you decided to expose this information about this lady needing education just so quick, and people responded. So it means the lady has realized there is money around, and that is why she actually had to come around with a lie and all that just to get what she wants. Anyway, let's see more.
Without knowing, it is going to create harm on someone. I don't want you to apologize. I want you to just stay venye uko na hiyo guilt yangu. I think it's going to teach you something afterwards. I don't want to talk ill. I don't want to do anything to you. Sitakufanyia kitu. But I will still train you as your trainer. Kama sister yangu. Umeelewa? Usiwahi kuja kuniomba msamaha. Hata dunia itakufunza.
So product gani kwa nahitaji wenye alikuwa...
Products alikuwa the list yenye ilipeanwa na madam.
Hey. So finally, the lady gives a list that was given for the products she's supposed to buy. And she's also told that she needs a smartphone for some notes. Of course, currently, many colleges and universities, during the time I was in university, it was not even necessary that we have computers. I studied all the 4 years using people's computers, desktops and all that. But when my brother was going to university, before he went, my father had to buy a computer for him as he goes to university. So I'm just trying to think about it, and I'm saying maybe things have changed, but also because young people walk and see people doing things, they would want to fit in and become like them. So anyway, in fact, for those people who are being helped, sometimes they don't understand that their life maybe is different from those who have better parents. All they want is to do a comparison and all that. And I don't know, because this lady has been away from school. She didn't even graduate at high school, and yet she's here making demands. And I'm just like, does she know what she wants? Does she know? Or is it her mother who positioned this on her? Or is it the grandmother also? I'm not so sure. Anyway, so the lady comes out and says she does not want any apology. She doesn't want the lady to come and ask for forgiveness. She should live with the guilt that life will teach her. And I'm like, you said you don't want to talk ill, but what is this you're saying? What is this exactly? Because you would have kept quiet about it. But it is what it is, guys. It's upon you maybe to see from this interpretation, what do you see? This is how I'm just analyzing the entire situation.
Hi, sasa yeye atapewa list and then we'll buy for her the products. But about the phone we won't. Because now we know.
Kama ulikuwa unataka kupata simu, get it in a different way.
Yeah.
Umesikia? Don't lie. Umetumwa simu. You know the first student who lied, ama who has lied about a phone. Kuna mwingine alidanganya last year na maisha yake itaenda vizuri.
Another student lied last year and life has not been the same. I'm like, these lies about phones, it's a common thing even at high school. Children cheat about trips and then they sneak around money and buy phones once they are through with their studies. And it's something very common. I've even had my brother who was in college and he really lied to my father and acquired a very big phone. So because technology has become something necessary and people want to compete and be like their peers, they are not like us who could stay, you stay until you have saved enough for your phone and have it. Sometimes it comes because maybe people around are being dashed with money, or maybe there are people willing to help, or else if you are you just know that somebody will not help you. It's not easy actually to do what she has done, but it is what it is. She is indeed somehow ungrateful, but I wouldn't actually curse her for this because it is a common aspect among most people. But how I wish that she should focus on her studies, because how long will she be assisted? When that house of the grandma ends, I don't know whether she'll still receive assistance. I don't just know.
So you need a phone. I don't know. And
which kind of phone does she need? Is it an iPhone or
an iPhone? Seriously, even us we are using techno. Huh? Even us we are using techno and we are working.
Okay.
As long as inapeleka ujumbe. Simu ni simu as long as inapeleka ujumbe. But next time, lying. Kudanganya. How will you feel when I get in this class and I start lying to these students? Badala nikupatia ujumbe hivi na kupatia ujumbe hivi.
Once reply because it's getting out of hand. Come. Don't cut the video.
Yeah, I'm not cutting it.
Throw and what can you advise her? Because what I'm getting, she's a pure liar. What can you advise her?
Switch off your camera.
I switch off the camera, whereas the camera is the one that helping. Honestly, you just can't.
That's just a piece of advice to you.
Okay, what me I can tell her, first she should know what she wants in life. First, she shouldn't be lying, you know. It causes a lot of pain to people who they really do their work with a lot of diligently and honesty.
Okay, I've understood David. Actually, it seems like she's desperate of having a phone.
Please stop recording. Whose permission do you have to record?
Yeah?
Whose permission are you? Unauliza nani permission ya kurecord?
The one okay, the first day that we came here, the colleague who was sitting here.
Whose permission? This is a public institution. Whose permission do you have to record?
Yes, the switch off the camera.
Or switch off the camera.
I'm so mad. You know, even how people are handling us in this institution is pure madness.
So David JNr is annoyed because they stopped him from recording, not because the girl was lying. Even though lying was there, but it also gave him room to make a lot of content. And until the manager comes and tells him, whose permission do you have to record? Because at some point they also had a conflict over it. Public institutions sometimes hate defamation or anything negative about them. And you have to seek consent and even have a signed thing to show that you have to record. But for David JNr, he was just going about without having asked that.
know, there is a guy who said we switch off the camera, and I had to tell him through this camera, she's getting the support, you know, and people, they need to share their own opinions, you know. People, they need even to go back to school so that they can learn etiquette.
Which school? Hey, David Jr. is so annoyed. But I just understand why he's annoyed. He's annoyed because he was doing a content. And of course, I think it also created for him some room to do some video. But at the same time, before he began recording, every time you go to a public institution and you are recording, I think you need to seek consent. You don't have to be so mad after they stop you, yet you did not ask for that consent, right? And I think that was just right for the institution to tell him that, because from the record they were keeping, they understand it was trying to put the organization in negative books. And this is what David Jr. had to say finally.
Guys, I don't think I'll ever come back to this. I don't even think they will come here.
Really? When they have paid fee?
I need to wear my helmet. Let's go. Yeah, buddy. That's so good. Then I need to explain now to people. Let me breathe out. You know. Imagine mama, tulimlipia pesa yote, badini akae shuleni asome, kumbe atakuwafukuzwa, walimu yani hata mimi sijui sasa. Mimi ukweli, mbele ya Mungu nimefanya yenye nilitaka kufanya, lakini sasa yeye, mimi nimeacha.
Sawa mbona. Tati ungekuwa roko yako ukakamba hicho umefukuzwa utaka simu sijui na nini.
Hakufukuzwa.
Asubuhi aliamka akaenda kazi akaniachia akaenda shule.
Lakini mbona shuleni wanasema hata wamuonangi?
Yuko yeye tati.
Kuandinda
shuleni madam amesema eti akuonangi huko. Uongo ama ukweli?
Unaona jana aliamka asubuhi, hakuna siku yenye unaona Ijumaa ilikuwa ni holiday, Jumatatu ilikuwa ni holiday hakwenda. Lakini jana aliamka asubuhi kabisa mama. Na nikampea fare. Saa 2 alikuwa shuleni.
Mbona naenda kwa ndio madam shuleni?
Unajua saa 2 alikuwa shuleni. Muda akanipigia simu akaniambia mama nimeenda shule.
Ulize nani alimfukuza?
Acha tuambie tata unajua anaweza toka shuleni anaenda.
Haya muulize nani alimfukuza kwa sababu amesema kila mtu hapa kwa kamera alifukuzwa. Hata ulisikia kwa
alisema amefukuzwa.
Muulize tumefika shuleni tumeambiwa nini?
Ndio. Atiro.
Guys, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. And even imeisha.
Atiro. Sasa 5 ulipi.
Sasa mbona ulidanganya kwangu umekuja?
Kuna mtu alikufukuza ununue simu venye tulifika huko shuleni. Lakini wewe uliniambia aje hapo ulifukuzwa simu.
Sijui na nini spirit yake lakini
mama huyu ni muongo. Hakuna mtu alimfukuza. Tumekuwa na yeye shuleni. Muulize amesema ni ukweli alidanganya.
Na kilipita kwa vitu kadanganya
nikiakira wakala watatia.
Sasa mama mimi nimejaribu kusaidia mtoto wenu. Mimi hapo wenyewe nimeshinda. Nimelipa kila kitu lakini amechezea bahati yake. Alright guys, this is very disappointing. That lady lied big time. Like she was sent from school, whereas she didn't. I think everything was explained, so I don't want to repeat those things. Yeah, I'll speak to the donor. The donor, she's so close to me, by the way. I told her she's just a small girl who she's helping her to be taken to school. I don't know, you people, honestly, you are smart. Now, it's about time I'll be following everything that you always tell me.
So finally, David Jr. has acknowledged that the subscribers that watch him are smart. And they said that he should listen to them, but he never. So one of the people actually dropped a comment saying, I wish I was there to give you a big hug. You are humble, kind, and patient. In the US, there is no restriction at public place. Private, yes. Please go home, drink some rosemary tea, and breathe for a while. Please get your blood pressure down. The other one is like the lady or teacher, whatever she is, she's very unprofessional. What did the girl lie people trying to help her? She's 17 with a baby. She should be happy for the opportunity. What a group of unprofessional people. Devi, please don't send anyone else to that institution. Another one is said, perhaps she doesn't want to go to school, she just wants money. Another one is like, I said it on your previous video, David, that she was lying even from her body language. Her mother is the one telling her what to say. Thank God, David, you went to the school. The other one is like, David, I hope you learned from grandma's children. They only there for what they can get out of you. Just wait and see if the house is finished. All of them will move in and the husband will be out. Please draw up paperwork. I'm like, you people, do you think in Kenya people draw paperwork on houses? No. Another one says, good morning, David Jr. You just not be so easy on these people. Everyone looking for you to hand them out. All they want is money. They have no interest of going to school. Thank God that you used wisdom of dealing with them. A very sad day indeed. Alright guys, so we are ending here. Of course, I targeted 3 aspects, though there are so many things in Yabohanse, including Murimi now coming up with a new story and now engaging Gintu in making videos. Maybe we should end with that as we come to an end. Then I'll create some time to do something on Live Saga so that in the evening I have more time to do other things. Yeah? Yeah.
This young man will change his character of thinking that also all of us we are good. We are not good. Yeah.
So point number one.
You see me having a wife, it's jealousy. You like that? Why you have a wife and me I have no wife? Huh?
You understand, you are the same company. You are the one carrying him from here to the site, coming back. You are the bouncers, you are the bodyguards, you are security and everything. So he was talking about we have to go the same link because talk about let me
I'm a Christian.
we have this kind of thing called about
something you have to be Christianity.
yes, hello. I'm not bad. Be now denying that kind of the U-turn that they are just using from your own land, it's abolished. They have not passed through that. That's what you're talking about. Have you communicated with the people relevant, or you're communicating to the truck guy?
No. Having spoke with them, having told them anything like that, I got.
You know a message that doesn't have a mistake, man. Because a person has been sent, please get me this kind of the material to this kind of the site. You see, this is where people turn. He turns. So how can you go and talk about, hey, I don't want to see you turning here? And it's just a messenger. Just call the person relevant for that kind of an area. Talk about, please, if you have a truck, if it cannot come and get a U-turn from your own lands, please don't bring it to my own land. And you understand, we tried that kind of the best to make sure that that kind of a float is not misused, because they were starting to do it in the first one, and we talked about, no, that one can never happen. And we had to make sure that absolutely we have to come out clearly and defend this kind of the land until it was fixed. That's the particular what I can just talk at this kind of the time. So the good thing is you have understood yourself, and you understand what's going to be coming as a program and what's going to be going. And I appreciate about that one. And I talked about how much of the people are talking about you can frame yourself and you can make it happen. Not like much of the people are talking about if it was ever help.
So Murimi actually is gathered here with Ernesto and Gintu. And Gintu is trying to lecture him, remind him about the past, that he used to be a bodyguard and everything, the loader and everything to these people. And currently, he has to make it stop. Of course, one of the things he must stop is to offer them a turning point for their vehicles. I'm like, really? Stop this. Then Gintu later on is advising him that now he has to communicate to them directly. But then he pulls the strings and reminds him that he can make it even without them. Let me just listen to this part.
Looking you
and giving you much of the things that you needed. He was ever eager to make sure that you're going to be getting what was the best. And you are the one who was now cornering him, and you became like a person who doesn't need any kind of the help from them.
No, that's a totally yeah, because, you know, there's one thing being said that when the deal is too good, you have to think twice. And on to me, I was being bribed with some money and going and taking liquor, and that's why you can see, you know, I saw comments, people saying that, wow, it's because donation are not coming, it's because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, not happening. No, it's a lie, a total lie, you know. And I think what David did to me, the best thing, I think, what I can appreciate him of is he built me a pita tree, and bought me also some tree quicks.
So it was a good man then?
No. After that, I never knew that the man would end up separate me and my wife, you know. He misused my wife because my wife doesn't understand English, you know. He misused my wife, you know? And he promised him a lot. I'll buy you a land, I'll buy you, you know. And that the man is the very man, huh? His father. When telling Arima that I want to chicken.
Coming to the same point, I ask you a question. When you were selling the land, was Halima available?
No,
she was not lying.
Yeah. She wasn't there.
So you are the one who decided about what to do because the land was yours.
So najua sasa because of
Money. Oh. For you to do everything, you have to get that kind of the money. Okay. I understand now. That was the necessary.
Yeah.
Exactly. Coming to the match of the Esquire, you are still looking. Oh, the food is ready, man. The food is ready. I know you. Get food, man. I see the talk about the neck is necking. We're gonna be roofing it, as we'll be just checking how the things work. With the Gatangita from the upper to down, or it's going to be segmented in a way like Mulimi and the others are, which are going to be getting the correct view of understanding where the materials will just be put. Because right now, I have the money to buy sand for out building. It's not something which is a big deal like building. It's you. Even right now, I give you 1 million shillings right now. You know that you cannot build. You, Mulimi, you right now. You
I can build.
My friend, this village will be on fire. I have money. Who is saying? Even you can just go and just everything is possible. I'm telling you. So that's what I'm talking about. Even building is it's like a talent. Building also is like a talent. And if you can be given small money and talk about this one even cannot buy anything, cannot do anything. So how can you put that kind of the money together and come constructively do something which is constructive? You have to start even a single step. Even Rome was built in decades, bro. In decades. Even right now, maybe Rome is being built. You understand?
I know that.
So how can you talk about, it's like you talk about how long has Mapopo taken in terms of building his own house? 3 years right now. And getting to the 4th year. Talk about Moifu. How long has he taken? Years. How long does your boss take to build? Many years. Since 2021.
All right, so we are going to end here, but Gintu was actually trying to hammer some points into Murimi's head and make him understand that he has to change himself for change to happen around him. All right, so let's come to an end. Meet you later in another live stream.